Hey everyone, I hope you had a wonderful Christmas this year. And as we're about to close the door on 2025 and move into 2026, thought I'd take some time to walk around and reflect on some things from this past year, look forward to the next year. And I also want to talk about something that recently happened that has me feeling very upset, and that's the passing of a creator who greatly inspired me, who meant a lot to me, and that's Adam the Woo. But we'll get into that. I want to start by talking about how this year started off and where I was in terms of creativity and in my personal life. So starting off this year, well, even before that, let's move back a little bit further. I had been working as an assistant manager in a retail store for about 5 years. And I started my channel, I think about maybe 1 or 2 years after I had been working there for a while. And it was just something I was doing as a hobby, and I really began to enjoy it. In 2024, I really wasn't able to get out as many videos as I had wanted to. It was just kind of something that kind of fell onto the back burner. And going into 2025, my goal was to get the channel back on track, to be able to make videos at a regular schedule. That didn't quite happen how I wanted it to. At my job, it seemed like the company was having a lot of trouble behind the scenes. So my workload was increasing, my schedule became a lot tighter, my team of people was cut, hours were cut. It just became very difficult to keep up with the demands of my job as well as be a YouTube creator on the side. So, I really kind of fell behind on getting videos out. I used some of my vacation time to take a week to go to New Hampshire, New England, some places there. And I managed to see some places that I had been wanting to see, make some videos, and I did really well on that. But those are really the only videos I was able to make in the first half of the year. And I think there's even some that I still haven't even gotten around to editing and releasing. So it came to be that I could only really focus on this channel when I was using vacation time. I started to feel burnout from my job, just from the physical and mental demands of it. And by that I mean, I wasn't just tired, but I was operating at a limited mental capacity. I would come home from work and I would just lay in bed all day until it was time to go back to work again. Couldn't sit down and edit, couldn't find time to go out and film places. I just was basically just conserving any energy I had left. So my channel kind of fell to the back burner. And I know over the summer, I think for 2 months, I didn't put out any videos at all. And it was just really starting to frustrate me that my channel, something that I had worked hard on and put a lot of passion in, was just falling to the wayside because of my work environment. But I continued to do my best at the job. But as I said before, the company was having some trouble behind the scenes, I believe money issues. And rather than being laid off, they engaged in what's commonly known as quiet firing, which is where they begin to increase your workload, set you up to fail, give you unfair treatment. I had been getting good performance for all the years that I had worked there, and then suddenly I'm being called into the office and my superiors were giving me unfair write-ups, giving me goals that I could not realistically meet. And so it seemed like what they were trying to do was set me up to fail so they could push me out of the company. And so I had to grapple with the decision on what to do with myself next, because it was clear that I wouldn't be able to stay at that job and maintain my sanity, maintain my health. I had hurt myself at the job, and I had a back injury that was causing me some severe pain, which also made it very difficult to go exploring and do all the things I love to do. So I decided this would be kind of a blessing in disguise, that maybe it's time for me to try and make YouTube into a full-time pursuit. And that's what I've been doing for the past several months. Now, anyone who's done YouTube can tell you that it's not necessarily an easy thing to do. I set a goal for myself that I want to be putting out 2 or 3 videos a week and just try and focus on things that are timely, events going on, things that are new and happening, kind of shift focus from being sort of like a mall and retail channel into more of like a vlog. I'm still covering the mall and retail stuff, but I'm covering it in a fashion that's more suitable, things that are going on at the time. And I'm really happy with how things have been going on this channel. I've been making the videos I want to make. I've been keeping up on a good schedule, and I've been getting some really good and steady growth. And I just want to thank you all for being here for me to do that. It means a lot, and your support really goes a long way for it. And I'm grateful to have such a great community of people here. Looks like it's starting to drizzle a little bit. I'm here at this park. I think maybe I will duck under this pavilion, take a little shelter. Kind of a cool little pavilion we have here. It's been less than a week, just a few days before Christmas. Adam the Woo, legendary YouTube creator, was found dead in his home at the age of 51. Kind of an unexpected thing, and finding this out has just been a real a gut punch. I've had a few days to kind of process my feelings about it, but Adam the Woo was a creator who I greatly admired and was a big inspiration to me to want to start making YouTube videos to begin with. So I'm sure if you are watching channels like mine, you probably know who Adam the Woo is, but if you don't, he was a pioneer of YouTube itself, just the genres that we see now on YouTube. A lot of them started because of the work Adam the Woo did. For well over a decade, Adam put out a daily vlog about his life, his travels, whatever he happened to be doing, whether it was exploring, traveling, going to theme parks and attractions. He put out a video just about every day of his life. And so many types of YouTube videos that you see nowadays, a lot of them take inspiration from Adam, whether it's travel vlogs, whether it's road tripping, van lives. He was one of the first people to film abandoned buildings and things like that. He was just, you name it, Adam did it. And not only was he a great creator, he was also a community builder. He had a circle of friends, creative people, and he encouraged them to make videos, create whatever it was. So many people called him a friend, a mentor, a hero, and he just had this circle of positivity of creators who have gone on to become amazing creators in their own right. And a lot of them started with Adam. Now, I never met Adam. I don't think I ever even really talked to him. And I just kind of wish I had sent him a message or something and just said, hey, you really inspired me in a lot of ways, and I just want to thank you. And I wish there was some way now that I could thank him for what he's given me. But I'll never have that chance, and I think I'm just going to carry that regret for a while. I think it was around 2017, 2018 that I discovered Adam's channel, and this was a few years before I had started my channel, before I had even thought about creating a YouTube channel. And it was a time in my life, things weren't too well for me. My mental health was not good. This was before the job I had left earlier this year, but there were other factors in my life that were making me very unhappy. And I discovered Adam's videos, and they were a great source of comfort for me. To see someone out there going on adventures, living this dream of just being a nomadic traveler, just going out and filming the things that he was interested in. And he could just make ordinary, everyday things seem so interesting. He had an attention for detail. He just had such a passion for the things he was out there showing in his videos, and it just showed through. And it just made his videos such a joy to watch. I think one of the reasons why Adam was such an inspiring figure to so many people is just that he was just an everyday guy. He was just a normal guy. I think before he started his channel, he was a retail worker, much like myself. And he showed people that you can do this. You can go out there and be a creator. You just need to have the passion and the interest and the desire to share with other people what you're interested in. And I think that's why so many people consider him an inspiration, why I myself consider him an inspiration. He did so much in his time. Every day of his life, he was out there living. He was traveling. He did road trips. He did theme parks. He was surrounded by friends, people that he loved, and he lived his life to the fullest. But there was still so much he had to do. There's still so much he could have done, and it's a real shame that we won't be getting any more from him. But I think what he's left on the world, what he's left on this community that he's created, will be a lasting legacy of positivity and love, and I think that's what he would have wanted. I started my channel in 2020. Pandemic was going on. I was dealing with a lot of things in my personal life that were just making me very depressed. Things I might want to keep to myself for right now. But I decided to buy myself a camera and go out and just film some small abandoned places in my area, because that was the type of thing I saw Adam do. And I never knew that there was just so many interesting things out in the world, places just right under your nose that you could go find if you just went out there and looked for them. And so that was really what drove me to be here today. So if not for Adam and everything he did, I don't know where I would be right now with myself. And again, I just wish I had some way to tell him how much he meant to me and thank him for what he did. And I just regret that I never just maybe like shot him a message or something. I had always kind of hoped in my time as a creator that our paths would cross and that I might have a chance to meet him. He operated mainly out of Florida. He had a home down there, and he spent a lot of time in California as well. He didn't really make it to the Northeast that often, so I never really had a chance to try and hook up with him or anything like that. I think I was also just kind of too shy and nervous to speak out to a big creator and just try and make friends with him. I think I let that hold me back, and that's something I will regret. But if he's in the great beyond and he can hear me, I just want to say thank you, Adam, for everything you've given me personally, for all the joy and positivity that you shared with the world. It will not be forgotten, and we will be holding on to that. Thinking about Adam's passing just kind of makes me realize that life is really short, and you really do not have time to waste to go out there and do the things you want to do. If there's a dream you want to chase, you have to start doing it right now. Go plan a trip. Go call your friends and hang out with them. Tell them that you love them and that you care about them. Your time to live is right now. You can't waste it. And just like I felt like I couldn't waste it at a job that was bringing me down and making me so unhappy, it's the same for all of us, that life can be over in the blink of an eye, and you really need to realize just how precious this time is here. So where does that bring me with myself and my plans? I want to keep going with this channel, that it's meant so much to me to have it, to have you folks here watching it and sharing it with me. Into 2026, I really want to just keep going forward with the channel, keep making videos, keep them coming out at a regular rate, find new things to film, go on more trips, just keep sharing the passion and positivity and spreading it the best that I can. I think about Adam and the community of creators that were surrounding him, and I just want to find ways that I can not only continue my own creative journey, but help others on theirs. So I really want to think about ways I can keep building community. So we'll see where that takes me in 2026. I do have some plans for a couple trips coming up. I think in January, I might be making a short trip to check out a certain mall that I know is going to be closing, so we can look forward to that. In warmer months, I want to see if I can make some longer road trips and get out of New Jersey. As much as I love New Jersey, and as much as I like filming New Jersey, there's a lot out there in the world that I still have to see. So although I did not know Adam, I think he would want me and everyone else who was inspired by him to continue to pursue this dream, to keep going on adventures, to keep exploring, to keep spreading our interests and our passions and spreading positivity through our videos or whatever work we're doing. So that's something I want to continue. Another thing, another resolution for 2026, I want to be more proactive in taking care of my health. I turn 40 next year. Adam was only 51 when he passed, so taking care of yourself, tending your health, it's something very important, and it's definitely something I'm going to be more mindful about going forward. It's just a really strange mixture of emotions to be going into the next year with my desire to pursue and continue my dream, but not having the person who inspired it all there with me. It's kind of bittersweet, and I really don't know how to feel about it, and I'm hoping by making this video that it'll help me make sense of it some way. 2025 was a very strange year, and it was a year of big changes in my life. It was a bad year in a lot of ways, but it was also one of the best years of my life in one big way. And that's because I spent so much time with my girlfriend, Lay. And this was the year that we officially entered in a relationship with one another. I have been so happy to have her in my life, to have her by my side for all these adventures that I've gone on with her, and to know that I'm going to be going on many more in the future. I'm just so happy in ways I can't describe. Lay, you are my lover, my best friend, my partner through all these crazy things that I've been going through. All the things that I experienced this year in terms of like the difficulties at my job, I don't think I would have made it through them without her and the guidance she's given me. So I know you're watching, honey. I just want to say I love you so much. I'm so grateful and happy to have you. And so I think I'm going to be wrapping up this video. Just a lot of strange emotions concerning the loss of Adam and just this crazy year that we went through. But I have reasons to be hopeful for the future, and I hope you'll continue with me on this journey. I just want to thank you for being here. I just have so much gratitude for you folks who have stuck with me throughout the years on this channel, through my ups and downs here, and I just hope that 2026 is going to be a year of new adventures. And I just want to say To that, join me, shall you?